Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 257 of Show Fever. Today we're going over chapter 18 of Haunted Peak entitled Smokey. This chapter starts off with us seeing Roka as he ends up coming up in his apartment. He starts speaking with his older sister, who we know is the previous or ex-wife of Kazuma. I kind of see, or Kazuma, whatever his name is, something like that. It starts with a K. He's a bomb. There's no reason remembering his name. But yeah, so see this, he comes in here and he's kind of talking with her, and she explains to him about how his mom is out sleeping with her new boyfriend, or not necessarily sleeping, but out on an outing with her new boyfriend. So that is why his sister is here, and she explains that is also the reason why her mom felt as if she could leave and go, because she was here to do the cooking and all of that, so she kind of left it all on her older daughter. But yeah, so see this, we also see that the daughter has a daughter by the name of Hinari. And Hinari is the daughter of Kazuma as well. So, see this plays out. Ultimately, she mentions about how Kazuma is coming here to eat, and he's like, Roka is like, why is Kazuma coming over? And we then see Kazuma, he ends up coming over, and he is very bummy as per usual. We see as everything kind of plays out, they have their dinner, and Kazuma kind of discusses things, and you can see that he's just a straight douchebag, honestly, because at one point he's talking about how he could joke with his ex-wife, but he couldn't joke with his new wife because all the waterworks and everything. She's too emotional, not mature enough. And we then learn that she's pregnant, and I mean that's expected with the hormonal changes we see within pregnancy. So bro is just an idiot. But yeah. So we see this. We also see about how he asks if Momoji's going to come around, and he then daydreams about the high schooler, the minor. And yeah, so Kazuma should dig himself a deeper and deeper grave, honestly. We have not seen any redeeming factors of him so far, so yeah. But kind of see this, and kind of see they have a bit of a dialogue between the. We also get to see that one good redeeming factor about Kazuma is in that, I guess, oh my gosh, I cannot speak today, is in fact that he does love his daughter, Hinari. We see as he's playing with her and all that, talking with her, I guess, loading compliments onto her. We see as he's like, yeah, she needs to eat everything in the world because if she wants it, she will get it, she will have it. And we see as her mom mentions about, yeah, when she's wanting like double eyelid surgery and Montgiorno, you're gonna be the one paying for it. But yeah. So then after that, we see as Kazuma ends up going out on the balcony to have a smoke, and he ultimately ends up inviting Roka out there. So we see as him and Roka have a brief dialogue about how Roka is a chick magnet, as Kazuma says, or technically a woman magnet. And they had this brief dialogue. We see it about how he asked if Momoji knows that Roka used to go to practice meets to get girls' numbers. However, Roka was not doing this for his own gain. He was doing it for that of his friends. He never actually, I guess, took part in this necessarily. So, see that. And he offers Roka a smoke, obviously. Well, he offers him that smoke, like the first thing that, like, once he gets out there, that's the first thing he does is offer him a smoke. But yeah. So, kind of just see that dialogue happen. And we also see about how Roka's like, yo, you got a 20-year-old wife. Shouldn't you, like, probably be settling down and maturing? And Kazuma's like, nah, man. Whenever a man settles down, that's when he loses. That's the curse of being a man. Okay. All right, pal. Straight bum, as per usual. So, let's kind of see as that continues, and ultimately Roka is like disgusted by this man, reasonably so. And then afterwards, he ends up leaving. We see as he says goodbye to Hinari and all of them, and we see as Roka is genuinely despising him as he leaves and everything. And we then see as Hinari is put to bed, and then Roka and his sister have a brief dialogue, and she mentions about how Roka can still get seconds if he's still hungry, and he mentions, well, Roka's like, you cooked so much, well, you don't have to make him feel welcome, and you don't have to invite him over so much, but she seems to have a desire to have Kazuma around a little bit more. She's like, yeah, but Hinari wants to see him so frequently, and he does bring the child support whenever he's over here also. I think he comes over here because he likes my cooking, and his wife is a lousy cook. And then Roka thinks, pathetic. So I don't genuinely think Roka is he is a misogynist. He hates women. Well, not necessarily hates women, but he has a distaste for women. So we've seen that, and I just wish Roka was not a misogynist, because or I guess a hater of women, a person who holds distaste toward women, because he is a relatively cool character. I enjoy seeing his development and all that, but he has this major flaw in him of just despising women, seeing them as lesser beings or pathetic or whatever. So that does really suck, because if Roka didn't have this, he'd probably be my favorite character in the story, but he doesn't. He does, but he does have that. And that means probably Ebihara is still probably my favorite character. Oh yeah, so see this, and we see as he kind of just goes, looks at text that Momiji has sent him, and he's looking, and she wanted to call, but he ultimately ends up telling her that, yo, Cosmo was over, so it was kind of late, and he was like, she probably won't see this. So he then notices, yo, it smells so smoky in here, because both Cosmo has been smoking, and his sister has been smoking. So he then ends up going outside on the balcony, getting a whiff of fresh air, and looking at the haunted peak, and he's like, man, this mountain air is so fresh, and that's kind of where the chapter ends. So this chapter, I really did enjoy it because it gave us some introspection into what, oh my gosh, Roka is going through, and it was just really enjoyable to see, I guess, more character development, to see that he doesn't just explicitly hate women, he also just hates bad people too. He's a very, I guess, I don't really know how to explain how he is. He just doesn't, he might be like a misanthrope, like he doesn't like people at all, really. But I mean, I think there are people he likes. I think he likes Miko. Like, I don't know how to take this. But yeah, so that's kind of the best part of the chapter, was just getting more development on Roka, and obviously it did suck to have to see Kazuma be more and more of a bum, as per usual. But I mean, anytime Kazuma, his name is Kazuma, every time he's on screen, you're going to see some atrocious activities, thoughts, whatever. So I mean, it's expected by now. But yeah, I also did like getting a little bit more of an extended view on Roka's family, getting to see that he has an elder sister, to see that he kind of lives in a bit of an unstable household without a father, and obviously with a mother who doesn't much care to take up the motherly role if there's someone that's there to fulfill it. And also see that how he deals with Hinari, I don't necessarily know if his smile when he was dealing with her was fake, but he seemed to actually care for Hinari, so that is good. But yeah, so that's all there really was for this chapter. I don't know where we'll go. Well, actually, I do have an idea where we'll be going next chapter. I believe Roka will be coming up on the mountain sometime soon, because I don't think that Minami would have put this final 2 panels of Roka looking out to the mountain, mentioning the smell of the mountain air and the refreshment of it, if we were not going to see Roka go up on the mountain and start staying there, just like Miko and Mayu. So yeah, I'm really ready to see if Roka does end up going there, because I always like more Roka on screen, especially if we can see him develop to not hate people quite openly. But yeah, so like I said, that's all there really was for chapter 18 of Haunted Peak, entitled Smoky. And that's all I really have for episode 257 of Shelf Review. So thank you very much for watching.